working on a law there about selling hammers and open carry of hammers and things like that. Carpenters will be put out of business because they're not allowed to own hammers anymore.
All right, let's see what we have here.
Especially if you're just walking around in your underwear with a hammer. That's a crime, too.
Yeah. All right, something we play with Colonel every week, every Monday, which is, of course, one of his favorite topics here.
And now it's time for Yes!
Yes! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Or BS.
All right, time for another rousing round of yes or BS. These are statements we'll make, and the Colonel will say, why, yes, that's true, or no, that is total BS. Where did it go? Glad I don't delete anything. Let me go down there and get it. All right, here we go. All right, yes or BS. Jupiter has the most moons of any planet in our solar system.
Is it Jupiter? Oh, man, it's Jupiter or Saturn. I can't remember. Yeah, true. I don't know.
You should have picked Saturn.
Saturn, it was Saturn. Yeah, I can't remember. All that high school astronomy, I can't remember any of that.
A man in New Jersey owned the actual brain of Albert Einstein.
A man in New Jersey owns the brain of Albert Einstein.
Well, they said owned, which is past tense, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought his brain was donated to some research facility or something. I don't know. Maybe some individual owned it at some point, maybe. I don't know.
True, BS.
It's probably true. It sounds...
It is true.
Yeah, strange enough to be
Scientist John Harvey owned it. Harvey was a pathologist at the small hospital in Princeton when Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76.
Right.
They performed an autopsy, determined that Einstein died of natural causes, and took the brain home with him. Harvey's family later donated the brain samples to the National Museum of Health and Medicine.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, yes, he in fact died in the same hospital that I was born in the next year, actually.
There you go.
Not a small hospital either.
Maybe he's reincarnated in you.
Yeah, not likely.
Many parts of a tree can die without killing the whole tree.
Yeah, sure.
That is true. In fact, much of a normal, healthy tree is dead, the wood in the center, for example.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, it's the... yeah, I can't remember any of that stuff. You have the bark, and then what's the next layer in is the one that actually transfers all the water and nutrients, et cetera, and then the inner wood is actually, dead, I guess. They're saying it's dead. I don't know that it was classified as dead, but yeah, okay, yeah, I believe that, yeah.
Arkansas was once hit by locusts covering 198,000 square miles.
Arkansas? Sure, I'm sure they had a plague of locusts. They had a plague everything else at one time or another.
No, that's false, but it did happen in Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska?
A swarm of Rocky Mountain locusts flew over Nebraska back in 1874.
Okay.
The same little person who played Cousin It on the Addams Family TV show also played several Ewoks in the movie Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, probably, I guess.
It is true.
I mean, they weren't... Yeah, the Return of the Jedi was... that was back in the 70s, that movie. Is that the one?
This was the TV show.
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back in the 60s.
He must have been... Oh, all right. Okay, I guess.
His name was Felix Silla, who played Cousin It on the 1960 sitcom The Addams Family. Years later, he was on television's Buck Rogers, and also one of the countless Ewoks in The Return of the Jedi.
Huh, okay.
All right, while American children deal with 26 characters in the alphabet, Japanese children deal with 2,000 characters.
Yeah.
You haven't lived there at one
That's
time.
true,
You should
yeah.
know.
Man, they got an alphabet to beat the band, man.
It is true. Japanese children start out by memorizing 80 brushstrokes characters by second grade.
Yeah, yeah. If you think ABCD is a problem, yeah, go. And that's a fact. And you go to Japan, and there are touristy, focused areas. Tokyo's one of them. But you get out in the hinterlands in Japan, there is nothing other than kanji. And if you're out there, they don't talk to you in English. There's no signs in English. You're on your own, man. Whew.
Yeah,
Tough.
only 16.3% of test takers pass a national kanji exam that requires mastering 2,000 characters. These days, more Japanese children are choosing computers over calligraphy.
Yeah.
Even teachers are losing the knack of writing Japanese characters.
Yeah, you go to get on a train, and you expect track 1, 2. Nope, it's all kanji. And so you don't even know. You gotta know some basics when you go there. Yep, you carry your little.
Well, one is a one, isn't it?
No, that's what I'm telling you. They don't put any of that stuff in anything. Roman numeric number, nothing. Nothing. It's all out in the hinterlands. If you go to Tokyo and some of the other high tourist locations, you'll find some of that stuff. But I can tell you one place you won't see any of it, and that's in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You won't see the first letter A or the first number 1 anywhere in those places.
All right, by law, if you claim bankruptcy, you have to have your wedding rings taken from you.
In where?
If you claim bankruptcy, you could even have your wedding rings taken from you.
No, that doesn't sound right. In America?
Yeah.
Well, man, no. I don't think that's right.
It is false. In most American states, a wedding ring is exempt by law from inclusion among these assets in a bankruptcy estate. This means that a wedding ring cannot be seized by creditors, no matter how much the bankrupt person owes.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Julio Iglesias was a lawyer before he became a music star.
Oh, man, I have no idea. Sounds crazy enough to be true.
It is true.
Julio Iglesias is a lawyer and a singer. Okay. Multi-talented.
And the expression pipe down, kick the bucket, over the top, and ticked off came from World War I.
Yeah.
That is true. They were the first coined by soldiers in the trenches during the war. I did not know that. All righty. Let's see here. Get over here. Have you ever met someone named Matt and said, wow, what a beautiful name?
I know you haven't. No, I haven't.
That's not a knock on Matt. I asked because I'm seriously it might be the most beautiful name in the English language.
Oh, okay.
A baby website called myfirstyears.com took 400 of the most popular baby names in the U.S.